Today I want to give you something that you can have in your tool bag that you can be able to use throughout the day, that you can always refer to, that you can always look back and say, hey, these are the things that I need to work on to make sure that I adopt these particular things that my confidence increase. So the first thing that I wanted to let you know is that your positive self-talk has a huge job to do. How are you talking to yourself when you're around people? How are you talking to yourself when you're by yourself? Matters, and it should matter to you. Setting small achievable goals will help you understand why it is good to have positive self-talk. Because if you set a goal and you set out to achieve it, the one thing that you must have combined with your positive self-talk is focus. Anybody can set a goal, anybody can walk this thing out, but if you don't have focus to make sure that it's going to get delivered, focus that it's going to make sure that it gets achieved, focus that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Why it doesn't matter? It's because if your self-talk is negative, or your self-talk is not in a good place, what happens is, especially you as a young person, is that one thing that can happen is that it derails you from going to do what you want to do. Then you're depending on people. Then you're looking for reassurance. Then you're looking for validation. Then you're looking for the crowd to make sure that they push you, and then they push you again, and then they make sure that they get you to the goal, right? But what happens when the crowd is gone? What happens when the people that you want to push you to your goal is not around? What happens is that then you just don't want to do it. Then you're going to say they wasn't there, or this person wasn't here for me. No, it's more of you. What are you going to be able to do? What are you going to be able to do to make sure that you're positive self-talk? So where do you feel like in your life right now that you feel like you are less positive in your life? It could be at school. Are you less positive? Do you have less positive self-talk at school? Do you have it when you're with your friends? Do you have it when you're out at the mall? Do you have it mainly by yourself, meaning that you are having a hard time, I almost said struggle, when you're having a hard time pushing yourself to do the work that you need to do? It can be a class assignment, that can be sitting in front of class, that can be, just make sure you're talking to the right people or not talking to certain people. What is it that you think that your positive self-talk is hindering you? Why are you hindering yourself from your positive self-talk? Another thing is that I want you to understand is that your focus. This is why I said positive self-talk and focus can help you achieve the small goal. The why you must have focus is, it is saying that I'm going to dedicate time and effort on this particular subject matter or this particular thing to make sure I get the outcome that I want, to make sure that I get the vision, may I have the vision to achieve, that I may have the things that I want in line, so when time comes for it, you can be able to be grateful for what you do have. The one thing that I also want you to understand is that time has a way of showing you that how much focus did you give the things that you needed to give. Why is this important? It's because this is important, and it should be important to you, because if you're not doing the things that you need to do now, what can happen is that you're not getting to where you want to be at. You're not getting to where you should be at. You're not getting to your spot. There's a particular spot in this world that is just for you. But if you don't go through trials, you don't go through tribulations, if you don't go through anything that's going to help you develop into the person that you should be in order to obtain that goal, then what happens is that it's just a never-ending snowball effect for you. It's just that one bad thing after another, and then what happens is your self-talk can go into a negative space instead of a positive space. You have to make sure that your emotional state is in a good place. So here are the things that I want you to understand from this message today. It is positive self-talk and why that is important. Your focus. Why is your focus important? And setting small achievable goals is important. If you didn't get anything else from this message today, the one thing I want you to understand is that you have the ability to get to the place where you need to be. You are in the driver's seat. You are the one that can help you get there. Let's go.